I'm just saying. Okay, so what are you just saying?
So I'm just saying, what is it about almost every Disney character that gets some kind of a singing contract? They're 2 years old, they're pooping their diapers on the Disney Channel, and in 8 years, they got a singing contract.
Hey man.
So the gig is,
it's a good franchise.
as long
man.
as you can stay on Disney, poop on your diapers.
Britney Spears,
Get a
Christina
singing
Aguilera,
contract, right?
You know, I mean, the list goes on and on. I mean, Ryan Gosling, I'm sure if he wanted to go pop one day and just put himself on a microphone, the girls would go
I think it's funny,
crazy.
and I think it's actually cool
You know,
because
I'm
I do
sorry,
like
Justin
Selena
Bieber,
Gomez.
but if Ryan Gosling
You know
ever
my
decides
favorite.
to go into pop, you're done, all right? Because if the women got to choose between Ryan Gosling and Justin, Belieber,
But this is not the women, it's the girls that matter. It's all those teeny girls with all their disposable income.
Yeah, the ones that
That's
have
why
all
JB
disposable income and all they
is
need to
JB.
do is go
Go
and
to
basically
iTunes,
just
buy his songs at 99 cents a piece.
Oh my
get
god,
20
we
of
got
them,
it.
posters.
No,
Although,
dude, that's not
what's
going
someone, One Direction is actually
No, no,
taking
no.
JB's place right now. One Direction's coming up. What
That's
he's got.
okay, dude.
What he's got.
Yeah, One Direction is gonna blow
Alright, so let's
JB
do-
out the water, dude.
Let's do the bad acting.
Well, One Direction's is the new Beatles. Just know that, all right? One Direction, they're putting them on the same capacity to be like Beatles level because they'll be doing.
They're on the
music.
same arc,
Yeah.
so they're gonna be doing drugs in about
they're,
8 years.
they're on the curve.
They're gonna be doing
They're on the curve.
heroin
So right
and all
now-
that kind of stuff.
Right now, it's like a plane.
They're talking to
It's
Swami.
like a plane. It's like this. It's like they're on the runway. All right, they already were on the runway, and the next thing you know, they're going up. So now they're up. They're in the air, man. They're going up. They're gaining altitude. They're gaining height.
They're up there because they're making
Yeah.
a boatload of cash.
Dude. Hey,
Yeah.
we don't like to plug,
Millions
but
of fans.
it's impossible for us not to plug this because we're basically getting it shoved down our throat. Don't anyone here miss the One Direction movie because it's going to blow Justin Bieber's movie out of the water. Never Say Never, whatever the hell it is.
What about Katy Perry's movie?
Dude, Katy Perry, don't even give me a...
Is Lady Gaga doing a movie?
Dude, if Lady Gaga does a movie...
She hasn't been around for a long time.
Yeah, she's kind of stale, man. Yeah, okay, all right.
She was stale when she was here. Okay, so let's do Bad Acting Hall of Fame. I'm sorry, but we have to.
Dude, oh man.
Pick one. I mean, I want to start with Upchuck.
You gotta go first, man.
Because Upchuck is my favorite bad actor.
He's my favorite
And I
actor
think-
too, but he's not a
I
bad
think
actor.
he should be like. I think there should be
Dude, he's a
a
legend.
Hall of Fame.
There's no
of
action
bad
figure.
acting.
There's
It's
no
like
action
over
hero.
the top.
No, but
Just like.
but listen, hear me out.
Like-
Hear me out, people. There's no
I
bad.
am
There's
going
no
to
action
kick
actor
your
out there.
Butt. Hi-ya. Hi-cha-wa-ya.
Dude, Chuck
And
Norris
12 guys.
was world champion for 5 years and beat the crap out of everybody that challenged him. For 5 years, nobody in the world could beat Chuck Norris.
In what, bad acting?
No, dude, in karate, whatever you want to call it, martial arts tournaments,
Okay.
dude. Nobody could beat
Well,
him for 5 years, all right?
Look at Mr. Johnson. He does amazing at wrestling.
But he doesn't do competition
Yes, he does. You think that's not a
for
competition?
wrestling. I'm talking
Dude, this
real.
is real wrestling.
No, dude, I'm
That
sorry.
stuff is real.
Wrestling is not martial arts, okay? Sorry, all right?
You're right. It's so much more real.
It is. It's very real.
It's
very
really choreographed.
It's very real, dude. If I got to choose between wrestling and mixed martial arts, I'm always going to go with UFC mixed martial
Dude, I'm
arts.
sorry. I am not homophobic, but I don't like MMA. I'm sorry.
Okay, all right. Well, that's why your line is here.
Yeah, exactly.
You're on that side.
This is
and
the
I'm on this
I
side.
don't watch men in underwear wrestle with each other. That's me. Okay? I'm sorry, that's me.
Yeah, because you're homophobic.
Well, I'm not at all.
You can't watch.
I'm not
a bunch
afraid of a
guys
single one
getting-
of them. Except some of the big dudes though.
And dude,
Then I would be afraid.
I'm just saying. But what's up with my co-host T-shirt? What the hell's Rec Tech, man?
I have no idea. It was what I had in the closet today. Kind of like the hair is what it did today.
Yeah. Well, obviously
face-
this guy has no imagination.
The face
because
is
he wears-
from sunburn because I was laying on the hammock today.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
And it is a Friday. So that's going to
TGIF, people.
anger some of
TGIF.
them because
TGIF.
I was
TGIF.
getting a sunburn on my face while a lot of them
That's
were
right.
working.
Yes. Okay, I'm gonna go Man of Steel for a moment here. All right.
Is that your bad acting Hall of Fame?
No, my bad acting
Come on,
Hall of Fame would be.
Tell me one moment when Chuck Norris
I don't put Chuck Norris
Acted.
in bad acting. Dude,
Acted.
Chuck Norris for 10 seasons Had Walker,
get any
Texas
Oscars or anything
Ranger,
like that?
and he got he made Emmys and all that
So
stuff.
he got that?
Yeah, Chuck Norris. Look it up, man. Walker,
What did he
Texas
get?
Ranger.
Did he get anything for acting?
Yeah, dude, he got stuff for acting.
Really?
His show got nominated.
Alright, we gotta fact check that too. Okay, first James Bond we're fact checking, and
And
Chuck,
Chuck Norris for getting
Chuck Norris awards.
accolades for Walker, Texas Ranger.
But he didn't get anything for movies, right? Because come on, dude, he was awful.
He wasn't awful.
He was not even believable to
Dude, man, how
8-year-olds.
can you say he's awful?
Even
dude?
8-year-olds were like,
Chuck Norris has
dude,
done more.
that guy's not real.
Chuck Norris has done more cooler than the coolest on the planet action movies than any other action movie out there. And yes, that goes to you too, Bruce Willis. Because he's
See, I
got
can't believe
Lone
you're
Wolf
throwing it down on
McQuaid,
Bruce.
which started up with basically which led to Walker, Texas Ranger.
Mhm.
Now don't get me wrong, I know Bruce Willis
So
has
he
got
was a spin-off king
Moonlighting,
then.
but
He was a spin-off
Bruce
king, right?
Willis, he didn't do freaking what Chuck Norris did. He had an action show with martial arts in Texas with all kinds of storylines. He even had a
And I'm
jetpack.
sure they all
He had a jetpack
were
episode
just as
where he
believable
took a jetpack and
as
went after the bad
every
guy.
MacGyver episode.
Has Bruce Willis ever been in a jetpack? No. Case closed. And he was so cool
James Bond was in
that
it.
Sylvester Stallone, when they did Expendables 2, he knew his place. So they made Chuck Norris the lone wolf.
Yeah, yeah.
So he's definitely got that one hands down. The other thing
No,
is,
I told you, I actually enjoyed.
I know he's
most
the
of
only bad actor
Expendables
that
2.
you enjoy.
No, it's Expendables 2. That was pretty good. Expendables 1 was awful.
Expendables 2 is my favorite.
Because I can only handle so much bad acting in one movie before I just have to throw up.
Expendables 2 is going to go down. I'm pretty sure I could be accurate on this.
In flames,
as
like
the
the
most
plane from the first one.
Action-packed movie of all time. It had everything. The most highest kill rate of all time. The most fight scenes of all time. The most gun fights of all
Social
time.
engineering,
The most fist
TV.
fights of all time. The most boat chases of all times. The most plane chases of all times. It had everything.
The most awful actors of all
It
time.
had everything, man.
It had all of them too.
It had everything. And that's why
Okay, who was
I'm
it?
beyond
Schwarzenegger?
excited for Expendables 3 because you're going to
So
have...
is that your bad acting choice? Is the Expendables 2?
No. My bad acting
Because
choice...
it had. Okay, of course that's still on Schwarzenegger.
My bad acting choice, but I actually kind
Jet
of
Li was
liked
in there for a
it.
little bit, but Jet Li's
They
usually
parodied
pretty
it
good.
really bad, and he was a really bad action actor. Like, a lot of people, they don't like Jeff Speakman, Perfect Weapon, but I don't know what the hell they're thinking about, dude. This guy could beat any freaking action out there, and that also goes for you, Steven Seagal. Well, I don't know. That would be interesting. Steven Seagal, Perfect Weapon, I don't know. We'll see about that. But bad actor would definitely have to be anything that's B-budget martial arts. I would say bad actor for me, but the one movie he did which was cool, and I watched it a lot, which was Stone Cold, but I would have to say Brian Bosworth. Brian Bosworth, the football player, is probably definitely a bad actor Hall of Fame. But he did Stone Cold, and that was with Lance Henriksen, who was like the ultimate bad guy, motorcycle gang kind of like that thing, So before The Rock did Rundown, Brian Bosworth did Stone Cold. And there's a scene similar that they did for Rundown, which Brian Bosworth did for Stone Cold. Because he was bad, dude. He was so bad that he would take out bad guys by driving his motorcycle inside buildings and taking out the bad guys by shooting them while he's driving the motorcycle. That's how bad he was. Alright?
That's really impressive and very realistic.
And he was so bad, he had the coolest pet, dude. He had a Komodo dragon, I think it was a Komodo dragon, but he had a Komodo dragon as his pet, dude, that he opens the movie up with. Because I think it took place in Florida. So sure, probably did. He had a Komodo dragon.
Never seen a Komodo dragon here.
Well, go watch Stone Cold.
No, in Florida, where we live. I've never seen
And
a
see, and Stone Cold
Komodo
was a
dragon.
social engineering movie because they took out judges and all that stuff because they were doing drugs and they were Hell's Angels and all that stuff and everything, and they were supposed to go to court for these people, but they decided to blow the whole entire court up, and so Brian Bosworth, he gets like taken in by the federal department to become like a mole, and he's supposed to find out what they're working on. It's kind of like early Fast and Furious, but without the cars. Just motorcycles and guns and fights and knives. And...
How are you gonna compare a movie, The Fast and Furious,
Have you
that
seen
has
Stone
no
Cold?
cars?
Have you
That's
seen?
like saying it's like Death Race without the killing.
Yeah, but they had a gang and he had to infiltrate the gang, and he did. So, excuse this person who calls himself Sticky, Mo Sticky, whatever.
Mo Sticky.
Yeah.
Mo Sticky.
'Cause
Ain't
he's
about
got-
icky.
'cause-
Mo Sticky.
Because he's got Motec, 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 Motec. And I got Mo, you know, everything else. But-
Mojo. Exactly. Alright, so that's all I got.
And I got Mo Toys,
Yeah.
Mo Toys, Mo Toys, Mo Toys, Mo Toys, then Mo Sticky. I even got the Matrix. Alright? I got the Matrix
You are the
Trinity
Matrix.
action figure. And I got the Matrix set from Matrix
Now,
2.
didn't we
where
used to
he's
call
like
those dolls?
karate chipping.
It's an action figure?
No, they're action figures.
Oh, they're action figures.
Dolls were for women. Action
Ah,
figures were
action
for
figures
guys.
were for guys. Oh, okay.
You never would call a G.I. Joe like a Snake Eye, Storm Shadow, Quick Tick. You don't Quick Kick. You don't call those dolls. You call them action figures because action figures have all
But dude,
the
I
joints.
could make like
you know.
a Cabbage Patch doll. Do like some Chuck
Dude,
Lee stuff, some
kids-
Chuck Norris stuff.
Boys did not. No,
With the Cabbage Patch doll, and then it's an action figure, right?
All right. He's trying to go Robot Chicken. All right. We'll do that later on. Okay. We'll get our little action figures and we'll start doing fights and skits and stuff.
Yeah, because
You know,
if I could take like
Because I gotta tell you right
Care
now,
Bear
it's fist bump
and the
time.
Care Bear.
Seth Green is the man.
Who's Seth Green?
He's the creator of Robot Chicken.
I think I know him.
Of course you know.
See, I'm not the aficionado, 1% word by the way, that you are, okay? I am merely a
He
fan.
didn't say it right. It's aficionado. All right. You have to say it
there's
slow.
a C-I, aficionado. Or I'm
You
saying with a
say-
Spanish
you say
accent.
it in Spanish.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
It's a afio.
It's my Peruvian influence.
It's a aficionado, and the C is silent.
Right. The 3 is silent.
Yeah. The E is silent. Oh, by the way, anybody out there that is trying to figure out what the hell we're talking about right now or what's going on, we just made like 3 Django references there. So anybody that hasn't seen the movie yet, you need to
We
see it.
meaning you, because I still haven't seen it yet.
Well, that's his, you know, like this
I
guy.
see movies when they come out on
Yeah, on DVD.
Netflix, pretty much.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so-
exactly.
What is upcoming? What's in production right now that
Oh,
isn't out yet that we
Oh,
need to talk
dude,
about?
baby, Avengers 2!
Avengers 2. Okay, I'm a
With
fan.
Iron Man and Hulk and War Machine.
Okay, so you gotta stand up for this, see that stuff.
Yeah. Sorry.
Okay, so we got Hulk.
Hulk right here, baby. And I remember I told you guys this
Okay.
weekend, Hulk
Oh,
Agents of Smash.
okay. I know. I
Hulk Agents of Smash this weekend, gonna be one of the greatest
What
cartoons
is that, a
ever.
cartoon? Okay.
Yeah, it's coming out. Hulk Agents of Smash. Dude, get this.
What?
Get this. Did you ever see Starship Troopers?
Yeah, I love Starship Troopers.
Dude, you remember the guy who was the bad to the bone mean guy
Kinda more or
with the
less.
curly hair? He was the drill instructor.
Okay, yeah.
Dude, he's gonna play the Hulk. He's gonna be the cartoon character
Oh,
voice
the
for the
cartoon
Hulk.
voice, okay.
That's
I
perfect.
thought
He's
you
like
meant they were
6
switching
foot.
out again.
No, dude, he's like 6'5". I mean, he definitely has like that angry side of him.
So he's
Isn't
a
that like
cartoon
the
though,
perfect Hulk voice? Other than of course
Cartoon,
Luke
right?
Ferrigno. No.
right?
You
Yeah,
know.
Luke Ferrigno is definitely the Hulk. You
But
know?
he's not the Hulk voice. He's
I
the
don't
Hulk.
care, he's
I mean,
the Hulk.
he's the Hulk.